My guest today has been setting the global music scene on fire. His heartfelt lyrics and unforgettable beats give him the ability to turn any raveyard, or should I say, graveyard, into an electrifying experience in the new paranormal. Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins, please welcome EDM sensation SABAI. SABAI! Let's begin with a lightning round. Favorite movie?
Star Wars.
If you could be transformed into one animal, what would it be?
Maybe a dog?
What do you collect?
Guitar-ish?
Oh,
Yeah.
How many guitars do you
I
have?
don't know, like maybe like 7 or 8.
Wowee! What is the signature dish you make when entertaining guests?
We call this one American fried rice.
American fried rice?
It's like in Thai. I don't know why they call it American, but basically it's just ketchup fried rice.
Your best friend is kidnapped, and the only way to rescue them is to recite the lyrics of one song perfectly. What song will you choose?
My song Million Days.
I was hoping you'd choose one of your own. SABAI, Spotify reported that this year you had 2.98 million listeners, 36 million streams, 1.83 million hours listened to, and were listened to in 183 countries. How does that all feel?
It's pretty incredible. It's so nice, like I think being like an artist, what you dream of is to be able to show your art to the world. And then my first 8 years of me making music, there was literally no one wanting, they didn't know that it exists, right? So like I didn't put my music out. So other than my parents, no one really heard my music, but I would spend like hours, like 40, 50 hours on a song, knowing that like no one's ever gonna hear this.
As a ghost that no one sees, I feel ya. I feel ya.
Fast forward to now, like the idea of like anything that I am putting out, I know that there's gonna be people waiting, super excited to stream it, to listen to it. It's so rewarding. It's so like, it's crazy. It's like the people waiting for you to see what you were making, So it's really, really incredible.
What is a DJ's favorite sport? Baseball! Could you talk about your roots? How did you get started in music?
So I've been doing music for 12 years now. So I've been doing this like full time, maybe like 3 to 4 years. But first 8 years of me making music, it was really, really depressing, but at the same time it's weird because you feel like you're like sucked into this, where I felt like I had to do this and then there's no other way. But it doesn't make sense because like there's no money, there's no stream, there's no fans, there's nothing. But all I had was just like this hope and dream that I could make it one day. I was the only one who had to root and believe in myself, and no one else did. So it was like a really weird feeling, right? Because you feel like you're like all alone. It's like starting a new company in a way where like you don't have any customer, none of the fan. No one wants to work for you because you don't have anything to pay for.
What event did you play at where you realized you made it?
Have you heard of an artist named Elefante?
Have I heard of him? I absolutely adore Elefante. His song Hallow is my jam, because that's what I literally am.
So he was like, I was like such a big fan, huge fan of Elefante since like 2015. And then he reached out for me to go on tour with him in the end of 2021. And even that was, I didn't feel like it was real yet. I think it was when I start touring and I saw that I have fans that comes in early to watch my set. I can see their mouth singing the lyrics to my song.
Like this?
Stole your heart and it was not for the taking.
Yeah, because it's crazy, like I think even before I start touring, like Million Days was already like sitting at like maybe like 20 or 30 million streams. But
Yes, 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 yes.
the number doesn't mean much. Like because you don't see the person or people behind the screen, right? You just see the number. And then you get like message from people here and there, but you never felt like that connected when it was just like through messages or whatever. But it was when I'm like touring and when I see people coming up to me and singing and then talking to me, that's when it felt real.
Why did the DJ bring a pencil on tour? To draw in the crowds. What makes a Sabai show so unique?
I think for my show, it's a combination of all the music that I love. When I put my set together, it's like a journey that I put people through. Like, there's like ups and downs, or like high energy. I let people rest and be emotional, and I hit them with like a song that they know the lyrics that they sing to, but then the drop is like completely different. I feel like I've been to a lot of set like and like I start to see that like every DJ have their own like style and feel to it. So like when you're at like someone said you feel something. And I think the feeling that I want people to feel is fun. I want them to feel like they can be themselves. My personal belief in life is that I think if you can look in the mirror and love every part about yourself, your values and everything, that is the true definition of success. And I think that's what everyone should strive for. And I want people to be able to feel that when they listen to my music and when they're at my set.
Could you describe a moment during a live performance where things weren't going according to plan? Technical malfunctions, misbehaving crowds, food vendors heckling you for the severe lack of Hilary Duff early era sampling in your songs?
Literally like Palladium, the show that everything to the fans look incredible, like everything worked out. But like, dude, like for me, I walked up on stage, the speaker is hanging off the stage. It was
Oh,
like
oh my.
this about this much of it falling to the ground, and all my like guitar like pedal. I don't know, someone like accidentally knocked it over, so it was like so close. So I had a stage manager on the side hiding behind like one of the forests, the trees and stuff. And I was like, yo, Alex, like as I was performing, I was like, Alex, Alex. And I just waved at him. And then he ran up to me. He was like, what's up? I was like, the fucking speaker, dude. Like, look. And then after he saw it, he went there and he adjusted. It was fine. It didn't fall out.
Well, good on Alex for saving the day. Sabai, what kind of responsibility do you feel you have as an Asian artist to represent your community?
When I started out, there wasn't a lot of Asian DJs that I could like look up to or reach out to. There was no community in Asian DJs. I think a lot of it was more internally my own insecurity of like me couldn't really speak English that as fluent. When I moved to Canada, like English is my second language. And then getting into the music industry, everyone personality in general are extremely strong. Like, like everyone is like all the managers' personality are like, what the fuck? Like all of that, right? So I was this like really shy guy, who couldn't really speak English, didn't really have any work to like put out there. Being Asian definitely made it harder to break into that. But I think after I broke this, like once I broke this like certain threshold, it's crazy because it felt more like a hack almost. Because after I broke through this like threshold, now I have like an army of like Asian Americans that are just like rooting for me, especially if they're Southeast Asian, because that's where I'm from, Thailand. They're like Laos, Cambodian, like Thai. They root for me even more because they felt like, oh my God, he is like our meditation to inspire, like all of that. And through that, I do feel like I have this responsibility to lead in a way. But I do feel like I had I have to do it. And I want to do it as well because I feel like I'm in such a privileged position that why wouldn't I?
Sabai, you're not just creating albums and shows. You are pioneering an ED empire. Thank you for shooting the sheet with me today. My friends, I must ghost you for now. Until next time, goodbye.